guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jemecia, the Nurse Practitioner Extraordinaire. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have a special guest today. I have Maisha Khalfani. She is the Sensual Energy Alchemist, and we will be having a discussion with her today. I'm so excited. If you're interested in that, stay tuned. What do you mean? What does that mean? What do you mean when you say healing? Like,
yep. So in the simplest way, in
right.
the simplest form, pleasure is a way to rewire our neural pathways. Pleasure is a way to reformulate the thoughts that are in our minds around our bodies, around sex. Just like we learn through pain, because we learn very quickly through pain, right? Fire, don't touch that.
Right.
We can also relearn or learn through pleasure as well. And it also helps us to open up and really explore our bodies and have an appreciation for our bodies.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jemecia, the Nurse Practitioner Extraordinaire. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Guys, I have today here Maisha Khalfani. She's the Sensual Energy Alchemist. And I thought it was so amazing to have her here today, because we as women, we need to be embodied. We need to know what it's like to be fully embodied and to enjoy our lives and to enjoy our sex lives and enjoy being who we are as women and having control of our bodies, or having, not control, but you know what I'm saying. So this is her work. This is what she does. It's a beautiful thing. And I also had the pleasure of knowing her and meeting her on Clubhouse. And she's also a member of Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. Hey, hey. Maisha, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes, sovereignty over our bodies.
Sovereignty over our bodies.
Ownership,
yes, ownership. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Maisha, please tell the people who you are, tell them what you do and what you specialize in, and tell them about your newest venture. Not newest, but re-entry.
Re-entry. Hi everyone. So yes, my name is Maisha and I'm the Sensual Energy Alchemist, and I am an embodiment coach. I inspire women to live as their most sensual, sovereign, and authentic selves. And yes, that does mean having better sex. It means creating a life that your soul desires, and it means living in this life in the truest form of who you are and what you desire. My newest, oldest venture, I have a podcast, and I was not very active with it, but it's something that I've been called to do recently. So I'm spending more time creating my podcast, which is Sensual Energy Alchemy, and you can find it wherever you can find a podcast. I'm on all the platforms.
So, Maisha, I want to ask you, what got you into this type of work? When I first actually met you, I met her on Clubhouse. When I first heard you speak, it made me feel like, man, you're a square, for one thing, and you are not really connected to the sexual part of you, the sensual part of you. Not the way you want to be, and not the way she is. Like, I was so envious of what you had. Like, so envious. No, honestly, seriously, envious of the openness, the ability to speak about sex, to speak about your body as a woman. So what got you into this work?
Yeah, and to be clear, it goes both ways. There's so many things that you have that I was like, I want that. Dr. Jemecia has. I need that in my life. So a couple of different things. One, I've had some not so great adverse experiences sexually. I don't need to go into details here, but I've definitely experienced some sexual trauma that I think fueled me wanting to do this type of work. And on top of that, what really started to lead me here was I was a personal trainer. And when I would work with women, they would want to get a certain type of body so that they could then have the men that they wanted. And my question to them was always, well, what about you? Right? What about you enjoying your own body? What about you enjoying your own pleasure? And it turned out that women were not enjoying their bodies and their pleasure, and that they were only trying to get in shape for someone else. And so when I was with my clients, we started to have more coaching sessions than workout sessions. And I thought to myself, this might be something I need to speak to women about more. Right. And then I studied Tantra, a form of sacred sexuality, and learned more about energy work and how the body really responds to sexual pleasure and how healing it can be for women. And I thought, okay, this is what I really want to speak about. This is the lane combined with my experiences that I really want to go into.
So you talked about healing with Tantra, with sex, with knowing the body. What do you mean? What does that mean? What do you mean when you say healing?
So in the simplest way, in the simplest form, pleasure is a way to rewire our neural pathways. Pleasure is a way to reformulate the thoughts that are in our minds around our bodies, around sex. Just like we learn through pain, because we learn very quickly through pain, right? Fire, don't touch that.
Right.
We can also relearn or learn through pleasure as well. And it also helps us to open up and really explore our bodies and have an appreciation for our bodies. So I feel that when women are most invested in their own pleasure, that they are able to then take that type of confidence, and it goes not just from the bedroom but to the boardroom. It goes into everything else that they do. Right? When we're really feeling that embodied, and we're feeling that confidence in ourselves and our ability to create pleasure for ourselves, then our partners become an addition, right? And that shifts how we see relationships as well. Now we're not desperately clinging for someone, but we're saying, I would like to add you into my life.
Okay, thank you. That was good. That was amazing. Okay, so the main reason why I wanted to have you on is because I work with women through intermittent fasting, and a lot of the women that I work with are trying to change their body, to change the physical appearance of their body. And like you said, sometimes when we change the physical appearance, we are more confident in pursuing pleasure, right? And so I think those two things work hand in hand. And I know, because I know you, that you're not coaching one-on-one. However, maybe eventually you'll do that again. However, where can the people find you? Because I know that they can find you, hear you, learn from you still.
Yes.
At this point, can you tell them where they can find you?
Yes. And yes, I will be coaching again. As a coach, I think for any coach, sometimes we reach a point where we have to step back and say, okay, there's some things I need to work on for me to be better for the women or the people that I'm working with. But for right now, you can find me with Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. Like this is my crew. These are my women. I love them. We are on Clubhouse Monday through Friday, so you can find us there and everything that we'll be doing. You can also find me on my podcast. That's the main place that you can find me. So those two places: Clubhouse with Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits, the Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits podcast, which is on Spotify, and also my own podcast, Sensual Energy Alchemy, which you can also find on Spotify and iTunes and Google Podcasting. But that's where you can find me for now. You can also follow me on Instagram, Sensual Energy Alchemy, because when I start coming back out, I already know I'm gonna come out like so follow me on Instagram as well. Be prepared.
Thank you so much for that. I really loved having you here today. I did have one last final question that I'm sure my listeners want to know. As a woman, what is one thing, just one tip, that we can do to take a step closer to the pleasure that we truly desire?
Get a mirror, spread your legs, spread your labia. Look at all of it. The same way you would look at your hands, the same way you would look at your feet, the same way I hope you're looking at your face in the mirror. And if you're not, please do. Get a mirror. That is your best friend. That is a power source. Look at her daily. get to know her.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. You heard it here. Get a mirror. Look at her, your vagina. Get to know her. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, please thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, Maisha, for being here. And I'll put her stuff in the description below. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.